Hi, good evening class. My name is Ethan Hernandez and my project was on the program called Ophcrack. So we're gonna get started presenting. Okay. So what is Ophcrack? Ophcrack is a free open source Windows password recovery tool that uses LM and NTLM hashes with rainbow tables to crack the hash passwords in Windows. And Ophcrack also comes with a graphical user interface along with its own terminal. Ophcrack is also useful to a forensic investigator because Ophcrack is able to crack Windows passwords so long as the investigator has the rainbow tables that are necessary for the Windows version that needs to be cracked. Ophcrack can also be downloaded as software put on a disk or a flash drive or USB. And Ophcrack is also able to run on various platforms such as Windows, Linux or Unix, or Mac OS X. So the OS versions and the live CD versions of Ophcrack. So for the software, Ophcrack can be downloaded as software on various platforms. On Windows, it is supported on Windows 2000, XP, Vista, 7, 8, and 10. Linux supports Ophcrack. It also comes defaultly installed in Kali Linux. Mac OS X also supports Ophcrack. Now for the live CDs, Ophcrack can also be downloaded by like Ophcrack XP live CD. It can be downloaded as a Vista/7 live CD or just as a live CD without tables. The various Ophcrack tables. So there's like three categories of tables and they're all very huge in size. Well, especially the professional tables. The first one is the free XP rainbow tables, which are tables that are able to crack Windows XP passwords using LM hashes. These tables cannot crack Windows Vista or Windows 7 passwords, however. And then of course the four categories are XP, free small, free fast, special, and German. And it amounts to 17 gigabytes in total size. Now the next category is free Vista Rainbow tables, which is 11.9 gigs. These tables can crack Windows Vista and 7 passwords using NT hashes. The four tables are of course Vista Free, Vista Proba Free, Vista Special, and Vista Num. And then the final one, you used to be able to pay money for it, but since September 19th, it is now free. And because it's 2.3 terabytes in size, you can only download it via torrent. So professional Vista Rainbow tables, they're able to crack the Windows Vista and 7 passwords using NT hashes as well. And these 5 tables are Vista Pro, Vista Special XL, Vista 8, Vista 8 XL, and Vista 9. So the vendor and developer of Ophcrack. The vendor of Ophcrack is SourceForge. SourceForge is an open source and business software platform that was founded in November 1999, and that's where Ophcrack is sourced out from. The developer of Ophcrack is a company called Objective Security. The company was founded in 2004 by Felipe uh, Oshwin, and the company specializes in the field of information system security. The services offered by Objective Security are audit, which is penetration tests, code reviews, etc., advice based on the architecture, infrastructure, security policies, cryptography, other things, training, computer security awareness, technical courses, analysis, security incidents, forensics analysis, which is why Ophcrack is a good tool, and then development of Crack security tools and custom hardware. So Ophcrack is still in development today. Now, there are two tools that I'm going to use in the upcoming demo. They're called pwdump and fgdump. So what are they? pwdump, to start off, is an executable tool that extracts the binary SAM and system file from the file system, and then extracts the hashes along with it. And it uses the NTFS and FAT32 file systems for this task. Now fgdump, on the other hand, is also another executable tool that is used for extracting NTLM and landman password hashes from Windows. Now I have to warn you, you will get a warning when you try to install these executable files because Just the fact that they're able to extract hashes and that they're registered as threats according to the Windows firewall. So if you want to use these, you have to turn off the Windows firewall, and then you can download them and install them and then run them on the command prompt as administrator. But I strongly recommend that you practice using these tools in a VM first, then on your actual machine. So how to use Ophcrack. So to start Ophcrack, you can just live CD or live USB your software. So of course you could just boot it up with like a CD or USB, or you could just start it up. You can load up a single hash or PW dump file, session file, encrypted SAM, and a local SAM with SAM dump 2. Now in the demo, we're going to be using PW dump files. Click on tables. You can also arrange the tables. You can enable and disable tables that you want. We're only going to use one table, and I believe that is XP free in this upcoming demo. Therefore, we're probably only going to crack like one password, I believe, because the others are complex, and plus they're like Windows 7. Um, so, and remember, if you also use the right tables for the hashes that you have, you should now be able to view the correct passwords under the NT password, which is the right section, which I will show you in the upcoming demo. So the materials needed. You need the Ophcrack software or live CD or live USB with Ophcrack on it. The USB only needs to be 512 megabits minimum, but of course I would recommend that you have more, maybe up to 8 gigs on USB. You can also have a working computer with Ophcrack software installed, such as a VM or your actual host. You're going to need a single hash PW dump file, session file, encrypted SAM, or local SAM with SAM dump 2 to load into Ophcrack so we can crack those. Otherwise, you might as well just not use it if you don't have any of them. And then, of course, as I mentioned, you might have to use a tool called PW dump. I also forgot to mention FG dump to gain the LM and TLM hashes from the SAM in Windows. No, actually, PW dump only gets to SAM, so that's correct. And then the last thing that we're going to need is rainbow tables. And of course, we're only going to be using one rainbow table, which is XP free. I forgot to mention that you're going to need Windows 10, Linux, or Mac OS to also run Ophcrack as well. And now these are my references that I use. So, and that's pretty much it. That is my presentation. Now onto the live demo. Okay, so we are here with our live demo again. I am on Windows 10 VM, and I will be showing you FG dump, PW dump in the command prompt first before we start Ophcrack. So let's start that now. I'm going to open up a CMD, but I'm going to run as administrator. Now in the handout, I'm going to show you well, I don't know, you'll see, but I'm just going to put the commands in the handout. So we're going to change directory. We're going to start off with fd dump first. So we're going to open up this shortcut that I prepped. We're going to copy this directory, and in here we're going to paste it. So this will take us here. Now since we're in fd dump, all I need to do is just type in fg dump. Sorry, my bad. Fg dump .exec. Now, in the files, I believe it should have generated a hash. One of them is a pw dump file. This one, I'm going to move to the desktop. I already have the pw dump 7 file hashes right here, so I'm going to put it next to it. These are the two that we're going to be loading up to Ophcrack to crack. Now for pw dump, let me just CLS this real quick. Okay, so change directory. Let me open up the pw dump directory and copy it. And now we're in the directory. Now pw dump 7. So in a minute, it should generate the hashes, I believe. Yes. And so these are the hashes that are copied in there in this file. Or actually not, so I'm going to just copy all of them. Control C, Control V. We're going to save that. We're going to save this file. And now we can close out the command prompt, and that is how you use fgdump and pwdump and to extract the hashes. Now we're going to start up Ophcrack. So Ophcrack is very interesting because with the tables, even though I only have one installed, you can like rearrange the tables in like any order or fashion using like the up and down arrows. You can disable tables. You can disable tables. So as of now, I disabled the only one I have, but now I'm going to re-enable it so that it works. And so I'm just going to hit OK. And now I'm going to load the hashes. Forgive my mouse. Okay, so pwdump file. And the second one, pwdump hashes. And so now we're going to just hit crack. And for tables, it's going to show you the RAM. The correct password should be on here, or this is where the results will be. It'll be on the NT password side. And so as you can see, it's taking a while down here. So I'll just be waiting. Yeah, this is the only password that's going to crack because obviously it's weak. It only has 4 characters in it, therefore it's a weak password, and it doesn't have any special characters, just letters, and it's all lowercase. And that was just from brute force attack, as you can see. Now that that's done, it's going to be using the tables to try and crack the rest of them, but I'm predicting that that the rest are going to fail. Just simply because the tables aren't complex enough to really keep up with the Windows 7 hashes, since these are XP tables, not Vista. Or since this is an XP table. So therefore it's not going to crack these. Okay, so now we're back. Ophcrack has finished, and it has only cracked one password as I predicted, since the others were Windows 7 hashes. And this one was just like a very weak password, so of course it was going to get cracked by the XP table that doesn't crack Windows 7 hashes. So that is pretty much like how to use Ophcrack. It's a very good tool so long as you have the tables to actually crack passwords. For this one, I just used XP free because it was like one of those, it was like one of like the more simpler, smaller tables. So I should have probably used like simpler passwords instead. But obviously, this is like a good auditing tool as well, so that you can learn like how to improve your passwords, since passwords are getting very, how do I say it, like you want to make it more complex, but you also want to make it something that you will know, so that your password isn't easily as crackable. But of course, if somebody does have the tables, the rainbow tables to do it, then of course it's going to get cracked. It's just as simple as that. In this case, it took 20 minutes and 44 seconds to crack about to try and crack about 16 passwords. 3 of them were empty, so that was like a bonus 3. One of them got cracked because it was weak, and the other 12 just simply didn't. And so basically in conclusion, Ophcrack, it's a very good forensic tool to crack passwords so long as you have the good rainbow tables to do it, and so long as you know how to use Ophcrack. And another tip that I forgot to give earlier in the demo is with the tables, you can just like arrange them in any order that you want. You can arrange the tables in order of which tables they want to use to crack first. And so that can save time when you're cracking passwords if you know what hashes that you're using. And so that's going to do for a demo, and that's going to do for a presentation. My name is Ethan Hernandez. Thank you very much. You guys have a good one.